Hello everyone, SiegeLink here, back with Game 4. And of course we're going to be sending in WarHawk. And he's going to be picking Zen. Me and WarHawk are the Zen wasters in this team. Zen is one of those maps in the map pool that's kind of like a little bit crazy. Uh, but personally, I don't think it's anywhere close onto the level of like Redshift or Dasan Station. I do agree that it's pretty annoying for like Zerg or Protoss. Like it's just a Terran's like really good map. And personally, I would probably say I prefer King's Cove on it, like for the Reapers that is. But like in terms of defending the third base location, this might be one of, if not my favorite map in StarCraft 2 history. Because all you gotta do is put one supply depot here, and then watch here. That's it. So in the bottom left, our designated all killer won't be all killing this time, WarHawk. And the top right, looking to bring it back for snapback to reality, LilzLot. Looks like he might be building. Yep, building a bit of a Reaper wall. It's not going to really do much since you can still go behind there. But I mean, you don't really want to put a gateway like here. I mean, to be fair, I think if you're going to put a gateway here, I don't think it's going to hurt too much putting it there. But it's better positioned for like a tech structure, like a Stargate. It's a bit harder for someone to see if they enter this way. But if they drop, it's actually going to be easier for them to see that than that. Little bump in the road. Quite literally, actually, there's a bit of a brick road. And like usual, we're going to see the probe into the Terran's base before the Terran player enter the probe base. I messed that up quite a bit. Orbital and Reaper before CC. Given the fact that he's going Gateway before Cyber, you can quite comfortably do CC, Orbital, and then Reaper. In fact, if you wanted, you could probably skip the Reaper. Because you're scouting with the SCV, he's done a Gateway before Cyber twice now. You don't really need the Reaper for anything. You can get some kills with it, sure, but I would prefer just having an earlier CC and an earlier Orbital. And also saving that gas will allow you to build an earlier factory. That or like an instant reactor or something. But instant reactor isn't really useful. It's better to just get an earlier factory. So yeah, this map, it's a bit of a turn up. Do you want to go around this way or do you want to go here? Because if you go here, it's much quicker. But here it's an angle pretty much no one likes to wall off. Although to be fair, it's actually quite a bit easier to wall off than I remember. I didn't remember these little bits here. They could have changed that, but I don't remember them any like update to Zen, any like jump up ramp update to Zen. Perfect timing on that Twilight Council. He could cancel it, but given the fact that he went Twilight last game and he just likes Blink in general, I don't think he will. He is building a bunker. This is bad, WarHawk. You forgot your factory, buddy. Okay, I was worried there. He's floating quite a lot of gas. Barracks in the back. That's something you don't see unless something funky is gonna happen. That's kind of weird because he sent a probe in, but oh, he just misclicked the building in his mineral line. Yeah, Marines in the bunker don't actually do too well against adepts, and actually he doesn't even have a supply depot here. Hold up. Okay, yeah, he built a supply depot here, but didn't build one there. I would still like to see the supply depot there because of the adept. Like if I see the adept, I would instantly put Marines in that bunker and then put a supply depot down because it's not possible to actually wall off or to actually prevent the adept from getting in. But yeah, it looks like pretty much the same build again. Actually, now that I think about it, I actually really should have said like I really want to go before WarHawk because this guy goes Gateway, Gateway then Cyber, and if I go Gateway Cyber on Zen, you're gonna have to play like an absolute god to beat me. But I'm still confident in WarHawk. Not as confident as myself though, because this is a very good map for me, and against this player, I think I could do very well. I'm really hoping that WarHawk wins this, because the thing is, if LilzLot, if I have even if I beat LilzLot by him doing the same build, my build is going to be kind of revealed because no one except maybe Captain actually knows about my build. And my build doesn't have any like hard counter, but it does have some ways to make it like hard to do damage with and hard to get your values worth. Two medevacs looks like they're going to come across the map at just the wrong time because he's got blink finishing and he's probably going to have another warp and a stalkers right around the time the medevacs come over. He's got the same thing again with just three stalkers, one stalker. He's got a sentry this time, and I don't think he actually had that before. And he's going double observer. Now that I think about it, I don't actually remember him making immortals for quite a bit of time off that robo. He's also not. Okay, for a second I was about to say he's not lifting his units into his medevacs, but they just came out. I thought they came out earlier, but they didn't. Oh, he's moving observer away. That's pretty bad for him. He's put in observer mode, but that might barely not see that. He might have seen that move out, but he might not see them if they go into medevacs. Forgot to put this one in observer mode though. He's gonna move it over a bit. There we go. A little bit of a space. He could move it a little further down, but it's not gonna matter too much. I also don't like how he moved it back, because you're not really going to see angle like coming in from this angle. Well, I guess you could on this map with this little spot. But yeah, this is what I was talking about. Double warping his zealots. He's getting charge up. He's getting mortal up, and he's going for triple shield battery. Like WarHawk, if this attack came like a minute earlier, it would have been pretty good. But this is just not enough to bio to deal with this many stalkers with blink especially. And Immortal just coming out as well. Shield batteries, he knows that this is just unbreakable. That was a big mistake on WarHawk's part. He should have lifted up and boosted away. Because now the problem you see is he's lifting up now, and he just blinks up. So yeah, that's kind of a textbook mistake. That's something that I don't really blame WarHawk for too much. It's a mistake that I think quite a few people make, which is you don't want to load your units in your medevacs because they're going to be picked off. But you need to make sure that if your units are in a medevac, they're boosting. The thing is, he didn't realize his opponent had blink, but he can kind of assume it because you can tell so far he's doing the same build he did before. And I feel like WarHawk really isn't playing this properly, given the fact that he's doing. I don't think he realizes his opponent's doing the same build before, because the way that you beat the build that your opponent's doing is you go big on aggro early, because he's played a very unsafe style. He went just 4 stalkers for like the entirety of the early game, and then makes units. Okay, a big miss micro there as well, or a big miss rally. He's also got Storm on the way, but doesn't have any Templar. Okay, he does have a War Prism though, so he can start warping them in. Yeah, I actually think WarHawk loses this. Looks like he might have barely not seen it. Also not sieging up this tank and not producing. Okay, for a second I was about to say not producing medevacs. Yeah, didn't have a siege tank siege. Well, is able to pick off the War Prism, but yeah, just one storm kills all the bio. Yeah, I think WarHawk just loses this, especially since he's target firing. He's not killing the. You don't actually want to target fire into stalkers because zealots do more damage, and on top of that, the zealots were super low health. I feel like this was. I feel like this was just not him not realizing not only what his opponent was doing, but some slightly poor decision making. Because this is a build that you don't want to play standard against. You want to go full on aggro against. He did get quick ghost, which is going to help against High Templar, but I mean, even if he defends this, I mean his opponent's got 3 bases with 3 shield batteries on it. Like I don't see him, even if he manages to hold this, I don't see him coming back from it. Also, super supply depot. Oh, the cringe. And on the wall off rather than at a freaking safe location. Like whenever I see these, I always target fire them. I always prioritize them. Because if he kills that, he can't even get to the same supply that his opponent's at. Did he not? Oh my god, he didn't see that third. Oh, that's hilarious. WarHawk really needs that too. He's getting a fourth up, and he actually still is on three bases. He didn't. I feel like people aren't comfortable playing full on aggressive early because if Warhawk was, he definitely would because this build, like, the one thing it does is it's kind of similar to my build where you want to basically get all your mid game production up and then start making units. But the way that I do it is I use three Reapers to keep my opponent occupied and keep tabs on them. What this player does is he makes four Stalkers, and I mean you could literally just make like five racks with and just research stim and just a move. Like that's kind of a meme in the FXB Discord server, which is four racks. A proxy wouldn't work the best for him because he does scout, but yeah, and he sees the fourth as well. He's using his scans well at least, but I mean, I just feel like people aren't going as aggressive as they should. When you see someone going greedy, you need to go aggressive. When you see someone going aggressive, you can't be too greedy yourself. And that's something that people aren't realizing. People are playing standard, where they play sort of a little bit economic and a little bit aggressive. But what that means is that if someone goes fully aggressive, they're going to beat you. And if someone goes fully eco, they're going to beat you. He does have ghosts, but I mean, he's just got so many zealots. And tanks are not that good when you have this many zealots. He might barely be able to hold again, but he did lose his third this time, and it's now two bases to three. Or two bases to. Yeah, two bases to four. And yeah, that's going to be it. I wouldn't really call this too much of a poor decision making. I think it's more so that WarHawk didn't realize what he was facing, which I feel like he should have, but meh. I just feel like he might not have expected him to do the exact same build twice. So when he saw Twilight, he might not have been like, okay, he's going immediately into Mink and then immediately into Robo. I mean, you shouldn't say to yourself like that's exactly what he's doing, but you should definitely kind of expect it because that shows that that's the build they're comfortable with. So now it's tied up 2-2, I believe. Zen sadly is out of the map hole, which is annoying for me, especially because Warhawk really. I mean, he didn't even use Zen to any advantage. He wanted to get out of the map pool, but I'm a lot better on that. I think I'm quite a bit better on Zen than Warhawk is, so that'll be it for this game, and I'm really going to hope I play next, and hopefully I'll have a decent map.